Here in this video we will showcase the 10 most powerful Psykers in 40k. As like the other videos, you're free to whine in the comments below and write down your own list, biatch. Since you know, the Grimdark it's like the Immaterium, it's highly subjective, so it's my opinion, and yours too. Here we will not include the Chaos Gods nor the Hive Mind as they are more of a collective conscience rather than individuals. So enough of the chatter, and now let's get into it. At number 10 we have Kairos Fateweaver. The two-headed Lord of Change and Greater Demon of Tzeentch possesses vast knowledge of fate and destiny. His infallible understanding spans the past and future, yet he cannot perceive the present. Kairos Fateweaver created the Staff of Tomorrow, which contains the essence of the rival Lords of Change and is made of change fire. It holds the powerful artifact called the Kairos Tome of Destiny, where both heads' proclamations are recorded. Unable to see the present, Kairos relies on the book to gauge his position in time. At one point of time, Tzeentch sent his demons to the Well of Eternity to see what will happen, but none return. Finally, he cast Kairos into the well, transforming him into an entity with vast amount of knowledge, yet almost driven totally mad. Now with two heads, Kairos sees all possible futures and the entire past, but is blind to the present. While one of his heads always speaks the truth, the other one provides a contradictory yet convincing falsehood. He can manipulate fate to cause chaos among his enemies and is a formidable psyker. If forced into close combat, his Staff of Tomorrow can transform foes into chaos spawns. At number 9 we have Mephiston. During the Battle of Hades' Hive during the Second War of Armageddon, Mephiston was mortally wounded, but instead of succumbing to death, he experienced a unique transformation. The Black Rage and the Red Thirst, both that affects the Blood Angels, was overridden by his immense psychic powers. His psychic abilities surged and he emerged from the brink of death as something more than a space marine. His powers and physical capabilities were greatly enhanced, and he became the embodiment of the Blood Angels' struggle against the darkness within themselves. He has absorbed the warp personification of the Black Rage. Mephiston is now the chief librarian of the Blood Angels chapter and serves as their spiritual guide and advisor. His psychic abilities are extraordinary, surpassing those of most other Psykers in the galaxy. He can manipulate the warp, the dimension of psychic energy, and possesses potent abilities such as telekinesis, pyromancy, and the power to drain the life force of his enemies. However, his transformation came at a cost. He walks a path between the light and the darkness, constantly battling his own inner demons. Number 8. Eärendil Voidsinger. Eärendil's origins trace back to the ancient days of the Eldari Empire. She is believed to be one of the oldest and the most experienced Farseers among her kind. Having witnessed the cataclysmic events that led to the downfall of her race, she traveled throughout the galaxy participating in battles across numerous worlds. Her experiences have gained her immense knowledge and taken her to different regions, from the fiery heart of the galactic core to the enigmatic Halo worlds and even the dangerous realms of the dark city of Komara. As a Farseer, Eärendil possesses immense psychic power. She is renowned for her unparalleled skill in divination and prognostication. Her abilities allow her to see the future, interpret the runes, and guide the actions of those under her counsel. The Conclave of Tears, a covenant of the most powerful Farseers of the Eldar race, relies heavily on her guidance and foresight when undertaking their missions, which range from combat engagements to more esoteric endeavors. Eärendil's powers have begun to affect her physical form. Her flesh is now slowly transforming into crystal, a phenomenon not uncommon among the elder Eldari, those who have served their craft worlds for a very long period of time. Number 7. Ahriman. Known as Ahriman the Exile, during the Heresy he sought to use the forbidden sorcery to save his legion from the mutating effects of their psychic powers and the dangerous bargain they made with the Chaos God Tzeentch. Unfortunately, the spell went awry. It transformed the majority of them into soulless, dust-filled suits of armor known as Rubric Marines. He later became one of the most powerful Chaos sorcerers. His master of telepathy allows him to effortlessly read, attack, and invade the minds of others. He can disintegrate steel machinery with his mental prowess. With telekinesis, he can manipulate objects, erect force fields, create portals, and bend the fabric of reality itself. Additionally, he is skilled in biomancy, manipulating biological energy to heal himself, control nervous systems, and drain life force. His pyrokinesis allows him to generate and manipulate fire, unleashing devastating bolts of warp fire and engulfing enemies in flames. Ahriman's mastery of soul manipulation allows him to manipulate and possess the souls of others, and he also possesses expertise in demonology, manipulating the interactions between the mortal world and the warp, giving him power over many demons. Number 6. Eldrad Ulthran. He hails from the Eldar craft world called Ulthran, one of the major surviving craft worlds, which are gigantic continent-sized void crafts inhabited by the Eldar race to escape the dangers of the galaxy and Slaanesh. He has lived for thousands of years, accumulating vast knowledge and wisdom. Eldrad is renowned for his exceptional psychic powers, unmatched precognition, and tactical brilliance. Throughout the Warhammer lore, Eldrad has been portrayed as a complex and enigmatic character. He is often seen as an advocate for the survival of the Eldar race and their ultimate victory over the forces of chaos, which threatens their existence. He is a very powerful individual. He can create storm warp lightning and reduce other Psykers to ash with it. He has even banished Kairos Fateweaver, another very powerful Psyker on this list. He is skilled in telepathy, telekinesis, hurling titans away with his mind, and is said to have conversed with the Emperor at one point of time. As a far-seer, he can see the future and the past. He could manipulate the fate of several powerful characters, including Gaskell. But most of all, he has access to the webway and can stop time at will. Number 5. The Doom of Malan'tai. So, zoanthropes, to begin with, are knit bioforms created to harness the psychic power of the hive mind. They resemble mutated Tyranid warriors, but possess unique physical structures resulting from the assimilation of other life forms encountered by the hive fleets, potentially including Eldar DNA. Despite their frail appearance, zoanthropes possess potent psychic abilities. They can create psychic barriers for defense and launch devastating psychic attacks capable of destroying tanks and breaching fortified armor. The Doom of Malan'tai is a specially adapted zoanthrope that fed upon the psychic energy and the souls of its victims. It played a significant role in the destruction of the Eldari population of the craft world called Malan'tai. This unique zoanthrope consumed life force rather than the flesh, growing more powerful with each feeding. After absorbing the spirits of the craft world's infinity circuit, it became nearly invulnerable, capable of unleashing devastating psychic attacks that decimated the Eldari population. Craftworld Malan'tai was left lifeless after that, and was adrift in space, its destruction attributed to the Doom, the zoanthrope. Number 4. The Cacodominus. This entity, which was said to have supreme intelligence and incredible psychic power, was able to learn about humanity's weakness, and in a year, had invaded and mind-controlled hundreds of worlds and systems. The Cacodominus was an immensely powerful alien cyborg psyker, which at its peak was capable of exerting complete control over a vast expanse of 1,300 planetary systems. The Black Templars ultimately defeated it and killed the Cacodominus, but the repercussions of its immense demise was disastrous. The psychic backlash disrupted the Astronomicon and caused the loss of countless Imperial starships. The death scream of the Cacodominus resonated throughout the warp, amplified by its energies. This caused immense damage, burning out the minds of billions of astropaths and distorting the signal of the Astronomicon. The resulting chaos engulfed the Imperium as entire subsectors plunged into barbarism without the guidance of the Adeptus Terra. Its death also caused the wiping away of all the librarians of the Black Templars, still felt in the 42nd millennium by the chapter, as they still do not have Psykers in their ranks. Number 3. Magnus the Red. Known as the Crimson King, the Primarch of the Thousand Suns Legion, and a Demon Prince of Tzeentch, he possesses immense psychic abilities and seeks to understand the nature of the warp. However, his reckless and arrogant use of the powers led to his fall from grace with his father, the Emperor, and also his fellow Primarchs. Magnus ultimately pledged loyalty to Horus during the heresy and survived to become a Demon Primarch of Tzeentch. He has spent millennia on Sartarius, planning the destruction of the Imperium, which he believes betrayed him and his legion. He possesses formidable powers derived from the warp. His crimson skin crackles with the absorbed warp energy and matter, and his enormous wings bear Tzeentchian runes. With his single eye, he sees both through the immaterium and real space, manipulating future possibilities. His presence distorts reality, tearing away time and space as he moves. He unleashes blasts of raw psychic energy that annihilate even titans, while his aura warps existence, rendering the most impervious defenses useless. But he isn't selfish. He shares portions of his power with the Rubric Marines and his subordinate sorcerers. Number 2. Malcador the Sigilite. Humanity's most powerful Psyker after the Emperor, he served as the Imperial Regent during the Great Crusade and the Horus Heresy. As a trusted advisor to the Emperor, he founded important organizations like the Adeptus Administratum, the Officio Assassinorum, and the early Inquisition. He was known for his immense psychic abilities and created the role of chaplains among the Space Marine legions. During the Siege of Terra, Malcador selflessly took the Emperor's place in the Golden Throne, sacrificing himself to hold back the forces of chaos. He played a crucial role in the defeat of Horus and the survival of the Emperor, but his own life energy was spent in the process. He once sent a powerful psychic message to the Emperor who was in orbit, and this was heard by potentially maybe hundreds of thousands in a wide radius. He had also put Angron to sleep with a single touch, despite the challenges posed by his psychic presence and the Butcher's nails. He had plunged the Moon Titan into the warp on one occasion, and had also incapacitated Horus with his psychic abilities after he, Horus, attempted to utter the names of one of the lost Primarchs. And number 1, the Emperor. The master of mankind is incredibly powerful, both physically and psychically. He is a perpetual who has lived for around 50,000 years and possesses unmatched psychic abilities. He was born in ancient times and has witnessed and shaped humanity's history for millennia. Considered a divine figure by many of his followers, the Emperor embodies the ideals of order, reason, and humanity. However, he is also an enigmatic and complex figure. His motives and true nature remain mysterious, and his methods often involve sacrifice and authoritarian rule, which in the grim-dark universe is considered okay. The Emperor's psychic powers are vast and encompass various abilities such as telepathy, telekinesis, precognition, and immortality. He, as of now, is stuck on the Golden Throne, a massive life support system that keeps him alive and enables him to guide the Imperium, the entire galaxy, through his psychic presence. His mind is a beacon that protects humanity from the forces of chaos. Some say that the Emperor has become a god of order, opposite to the chaos gods. He is also believed to be as powerful as the Ruinous Powers, and had burned Nurgle's realm, making the god of rot and decay scream out in horror. Even the Eldar, who stormed into the Imperial Palace and wanted to converse with him, was struck with awe and were speechless just by his presence. So I see that many of you haven't subscribed yet. It would do us a huge favor if you would only smash the red button to be a part of us, and also like the video to push us through the YouTube algorithm. And while you're at it, bang on that bell icon as well for notifications on videos like this. Till the next time, take care, boys.